Dude, it's so weird. The landscape view? Yeah, fuck that. Alright, I'm back in the basement. So I just had man. I haven't done a video. It's been a while. It's been a long time. Yeah. I'll be doing a lot of these videos. I'm back in the basement. So I was running an F45 gym since December. It is May 1st, 2025. So I was running an F45 gym. I was supposed to be part owner in it. I keep saying it's a misunderstanding. Really, the dude that I had partnered with is just... If I'd known who he was, the character, I would never have spent those last few months doing what I did. No, I wouldn't sucking dick. But just using my time to build someone else's business from the ground up. Like always, I'm thankful for every moment. And even the outcome, because I met it was just good, in a lot of ways. But this is the third, fourth time I find myself in this exact position where I built someone else's dream. And you go 4 for 4. Makes a man want to do it for himself. But now I don't have a place to fitness. So it's either outside, which in all honesty, my allergies are like, I'm dying from these allergies. They're rough right now. I have a rash on my forearm that I can only attribute to potentially like an allergic reaction. It's the craziest thing. But it is also like, it's just the pollen's so bad right now. So, working on the basement again. I'm about to hit a workout. So I figure I'm gonna record this real quick, another few minutes, hit a portion of my workout, probably half the workout, record another video, hit another half the workout. But I'm gonna aim to make these videos energizing for me. I'm coming from a position where I'm at a gym full of people that love me, so it was very easy to get energy when I was feeling up, when I was feeling down, when I was feeling anything. So yeah, right now I would say, so these videos I'm gonna post on YouTube every day, and I'm gonna structure the format after I do my workout, and then I structure the format. This is just an idea. I was just looking at my videos. I'm like, dude, there's so many platforms to be posting, and I am the master of taking videos. I do them for myself. It's not really to make content, but it's just like, why not? So I think these are gonna go on YouTube because I don't really have people that are close to me on YouTube. The issue with the close to me, I don't really care how I'm perceived. The issue for me is that when people see them, they care about me, and then they reach out to me and make me feel like I'm not doing okay, even though I'm just vulnerably and authentically communicating the thoughts that are always in my head, whether I'm super, super successful in my eyes or in anybody else's eyes, or I'm seemingly in the dirt, down and out. I am a thinker. Like, the thoughts are always going in my head, and it does not mean that I'm not doing okay, and it doesn't mean that I'm doing great. It's just life. I amount it to, like, I compare it to the idea where, this is drastic, but it's the person, let's say, a man lives to be 80 years old and he's just pitched a hell of a game, right? And when he's 80 years old, decides, fuck it, I never drank in my life. Let's test it. And he goes to the bar and he gets sloshed. And, never having drank before, he's like, I could drive home. I feel good. So he hops in the car and he's like, I'll be good. He's driving home and he hits and kills a woman as she's crossing the street in a crosswalk at a red light. He just rolls through it, hits her and kills her. And it's just like, this dude could have been the salt of the earth up until he drank, drove, slaughtered. Right? It's a pitcher throwing a perfect game. 8 innings, 2 outs. And then on that 3rd out, he gives up a home run and he loses the game. Like, it's ongoing. Games are finite, right? Life is finite. But while we're going, the emotions behind it, the thoughts, they're constantly wavering in some way or another, right? You can be more mentally tough than some people. I would even describe myself as unstoppable, right? And that comes from building and being disciplined and creating that, mapping out the person you want to be, the characteristics you want to possess, and then holding strong on that vision, being disciplined to implement towards gaining those characteristics and skills and becoming that person. I believe I've done a heck of a job doing that. However, you don't get to distract yourself from the humanness of this life, right? We all have the emotions. So I'm a storyteller. When I post these on regular, like Instagram, where a ton of people that know me well see it, a lot of times people want to forget the issues going on in their life and hone in on the issues going on in my life, and they're depicting my life to be less than because I'm vulnerable and giving the thoughts out. So with that said, I'm most likely going to stick to YouTube. I think 2 people follow me on there that know me, and I can handle 2 people trying to check in with me, even though, once again, like, if I've conditioned myself and become the type of person where it's like, if I needed a type of like checking in and help, I would reach out. I don't really care. There's not an ego attached to my well-being, but this is what it is. This is a free flow of thoughts, one version of these videos, and I think there will be some storytelling with lessons. I love that. And then maybe some like content type stuff, but I have several different modes, right? I won't name a number of how many, but I'm a different person in different scenarios when different feelings arise. I still have the same overall context of my life and vision and faith that guide me and steer me and press me forward. There's different versions of me, though. And for someone to watch a version and try to hawk down and help out, well, if you find yourself wanting and attempting to do that, look in the mirror first. Because that's what this is, right? I've always considered myself the coach's coach. I find myself in rooms with people that are giving others advice for a living, helping others do this and that for a living, and I find myself always being the person that's helping them out. And I've been so terrified to step out and label myself a coach and attach a price point to it. Not because I don't value it. I know how valuable it is. And I know that if an individual tags a price point to a specific idea, the idea is going to hold more weight and be more impactful in that person's life. It's just the way we are. It's Western civilization, maybe. I haven't been outside the country, so I can't really. But that's the way things are right now, right? The reason why I'm terrified to step out and be a coach is because I'm gonna get a lot of people there and be like, well, okay. It's really, really tough to stay the student when you have declared that you are the master, the teacher, the one to come to for the answers. Now, there are absolutely people that play both roles. It is tough. And it might be because I'm an emotional individual. I'm more of a water type personality where I really free flow. So if one day I'm in student mode, I might really fall into student mode for several weeks or months even. Maybe I'm just that archetype of a person, and a lot of coaches aren't. Maybe. All I know is that this video, the videos that I've always posted on my YouTube and the videos that I will start to post more frequently, they're just to connect, to impact. I'm hoping to build community with people that are thinking the same as me, because it really seems tough to find them. And a lot of times I can feel like so thankful, feeling those connections, but they're more of attachments out in the world rather than connections. We attach to small little ideas that connect to us, but it's not a true connection, because you go any deeper and it's lost, or it never was, right? And this is super like under the fascia of the philosophy, but that's what this is. It's an attempt to connect with whoever's out there thinking similarly to me. And at no point am I expecting to be a guru or looked at like a master of this or that. I work my ass off to be a leader in this world because I love how much I love. This heart, it's a good one. My mama, she made a good one. Collaborated with Jesus on this, and here we are. And so I've always noticed I genuinely find things out, improve my life, and want other people to have that same access to the resource. So that's why I got into any type of coaching. It's not to be looked at. It's not to be admired. I'm a human. I love to be validated. It feels good. It feels like I'm doing the right thing. That's not why I started. I started because Lil Dill didn't have the person put the hand out. And so I'll be damned if I'm alive and I'm not sticking my hand out. So let's build a community on a YouTube channel like the rest of them, right? I don't know where else to find people. And ad spend is stupid. And then I'm supposed to sell you something. When in reality, yeah, I would love to do this all the time and then have like a group of individuals that y'all could pay my bills and help me do this full time. But like, that's the fun, that's what it actually is, right? So find me worthy of partnering with, and let's build a community or some sort. But I suppose being in collaboration and partnership with people and running gyms, I've realized that I'm in search of shining truth on all of it, right? And that's tough. That's tough. But I really am aiming towards not trying to fight for right or wrong, but pulling the truth out of it, right? And so then I get called very strong-willed. Um, it's a funny thing for me because I'm very, very open, and my favorite thing is when I learn something that kind of smashes my prior beliefs, because it means I just grew and I'm progressing, and it's so cool. And I think 2 years ago, Dill is a fool, is a rascal. And 5, 10 years ago, Dill, yikes, buddy. That's what we're doing here. So this type of video, I think this is just kind of like, what am I thinking? What are we building? What's in the works? And that's it right now. But I'll have other kind of routes in these videos. But usually this is how they are. It's like a Zoom meeting with nobody else. But hey, let's make a Zoom meeting with more people, right?